Envoys from a country torn apart in the name of the very religions they represent. The Central African Republic's top Muslim, Protestant and Catholic leaders here in Washington to appeal directly to the US government for help.
For the
past year, our people have been undergoing very dark hours, and we cannot simply stand by when you look at our people plunge into greatest depths of despair. The reason we're here in the United States today is because the solution provided by the French mission and the African-led international support mission are unsatisfactory.
Over the past 6 months, the Obama administration has provided financial and logistical support to the African Union mission in the Central African Republic and more than $45 million in humanitarian assistance. But it hasn't been enough to stop entire communities from being wiped out, say the country's religious leaders. They want a UN Security Council resolution authorizing an international peacekeeping mission to materialize urgently, warning elections in 2015 won't be credible unless the country's displaced populations feel safe enough to return home.
Resolution 2127, which opened the door and provided the authority for the presence of international troops in our country, who would work to disarm the armed groups. They haven't been able to secure the capital city or deploy across the whole country. Instead, our country has become a tinderbox, and the communities in the east of our country have been taken hostage.
The three religious leaders have been meeting with US government and military officials, as well as members of the Central African diaspora, calling on their fellow citizens to return home to help. But with the US administration focused on other global crises like Syria and Ukraine, they fear their nation's ordeal is being forgotten.
We need the Americans because you are a superpower, and the United States can help a population that is worn down, that is in agony, that is just waiting for its last breath of life. And we don't believe that the United States, which is a country that believes in human rights, will let this happen and will let an entire nation die.
The appeal from the Central African Republic's top religious leaders to the United States to intervene before it's too late was also a first-hand account, testimony to the violence and destruction back home. The Imam, the Reverend and the Archbishop now head to Paris and Berlin to take that urgent call for help to Europe. Nina Mrepot, CCTV in Washington.